Are you aware of the plan, brother?
I'm aware of an idea, yes. I was informed it was an idea because I wanted to gauge the, how quick he was going to
No,
move.
it's happening. It's moving. It's an idea. It's a vision. Sent by Shai Hulud himself, brother.
What?
Cypress is done.
What?
It's over. It's being abolished. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You understand?
Okay. Yeah,
Now,
I mean,
the
this
shittiest
is
part of all this is the inconvenient timing of the Southern Dons all taking their vacations after they've already been gone.
sure. I thought this was an idea. I just talked to Arush about it yesterday in the morning.
Well, we're supposed to present it as an idea to you guys until they're back, so we don't cause chaos and panic. But me being naturally who I am not going to sit around and wait 3 weeks while everybody's having a good time and I'm here suffering.
Sure, that's fair. And I haven't told anyone, obviously, because I know that people love to doom spiral. So it's best if it.
Well, how active is Southern Cypress right now? Because I feel like Arush lies through his teeth. He keeps saying, oh, the South is popping, it's popping. Whenever I go down there, it's a ghost town.
There's a good amount of people, like enough to do jobs, enough to all hop in the same whip, roll around together, I wouldn't say it's. Sophia was like, oh, bring all of the 2 South Cypress to the funeral. And I was like, I looked around, I was like, there's at least like 15 people here, but okay.
Not many of those people are ambitious, proactive, provide a service that is needed. You cannot live without.
Probably like 10 to 12, max.
You sure it's 12?
Yeah, probably around 10, excluding myself. And excluding the Dons, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about abolishing Cypress, Clark?
It was, when I first heard about it, I was pretty caught off guard. Not because I thought it was a ridiculous idea, but because it was just unexpected. No, unexpected doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I think, if I'm being honest, I said this to Rush as well. I remember the time when I realized that the Dons, for lack of a better term, have all hated Cypress at one point for different reasons. All justified, to be fair. But the thing about the Dons and about Cypress, it's that the Dons could do whatever the fuck they want. Because they were Cypress. They were what's keeping everyone together. They are the glue. They are the leaders for a reason. So it's more about the people for me than it is about the location. And you guys are my people.
Yeah, but what happens if you have to leave half the people behind because they're useless? Then what?
Well, it would depend who
It could be
is
anybody.
getting left behind.
Nobody's
Sure, but
immune to it's not death or anything violent. We're not gonna kill nobody. That's
Sure.
one thing to make certain here. If once this idea or plan or whatever kind of starts kicking off, we're not gonna just kill every motherfucker. We're just gonna give everybody a way out. Wrap it
Yeah.
up. It's finito. It's done. Hasta la pasta. Here's the truth, Clark. In my absence, it wasn't something that was planned. It's not like I woke up one day and said, hey, let me go get lost in the desert for the next 30 fucking days, fighting for my fucking life damn near every day. It's just something that happened. And in that process, it's not something that's written on the wall, but it's kind of something that you kind of hope for deep down inside. Of the people that are here, you kind of hope, I hope these guys, carry the fucking legacy. They work hard. They get back on that fucking horse and they push forward. And, they don't let our deaths or potential deaths be in vain.
Sure.
And to our surprise, we find our way out the desert, and guess what? Guess what, Clark? Now one thing has changed. Not one improvement has been made. Not one attempt to take a step forward has been done.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of waiting around, like statues standing, looking, waiting to be told, waiting for the leader to come back, waiting for a purpose to come with it.
I mean, I wish you were wrong. But I even before you said it at the funeral.
Oh, that's right. You were there for my speech.
My first 24 hours out of the desert and on this beautiful land, this green paradise, if you will. I saw it with my own two eyes. The stagnant. The lack of direction. The comfortability.
So I had a vision. Instead of good old Lang coming back and rebuilding the North and again yelling and crashing out every fucking day, trying to teach people who don't want to be taught how to be successful and how to be, what's the word, innovative and inspired. We move out. We start our own civilization. Start off as a small town, a village. We allow people to apply. We'll provide a service that we need. We'll only be accepted. We'll be absolutely self-sufficient. We'll build our own cars. We'll build our own bikes. We'll make our own food. We'll create our own jobs. We'll become a sovereign nation. And day by day we'll grow. From a town to a little village to a city to a metropolis with skyscrapers so fucking tall it's like they're kissing the heavens, Clark.
But it's everything we built.
But it's everything we've
No
built,
one
and we've
else.
built it off the backs of the people who. Let me tell you about Babylon. All right? They had a philosophy that if you were in Babylon, if you lived in this empire, you must provide a service unless you were either sick or very, very old. If you did not provide a service, they would exile you. And most people believed in these times that exile was worse than death, because they at least got a taste of what they could never have ever again. And they have to live the rest of their lives being aware of that. And with this philosophy, this ancient city of Babylon advanced so fast that the story has now become a myth, because simply people cannot believe a civilization this advanced could live in a time that it lived in. Clark. So we will follow this philosophy into the new promised land.
Babylon. Reborn.
We don't have a name yet. It's TBD for now.
Nah, no worries.
But, like I said, we must start with a strong, solid foundation of people who are, capable of helping pull off this grand idea. And then from there, we will, create laws and all that kind of shit. And then open applications to become citizens. And that is up to, at that point, it'll be up to, whoever applies. It'll be on them whether they make it or not. Whether they're from the south, from the north, from the city, from whatever. And then from there, we'll grow.
It does sound nice. This vision.
Fuck Cypress, fuck being down here. Fuck these philosophies we've built that has failed us again and again and again. And I'll take some accountability for it. Fuck sitting on the block. You know what I fucking hate? Go to a motherfucker and I'm like, what'd you do this week, brother? It's to accomplish things. Oh, I stood on the block and I sold some weed. I just want to kill a motherfucker who tells me that. Like Sab does all the fucking time. Oh, I sold some weed today.
It's what we preached, right? It's what we value.
Just bottom of the barrel, minimal effort just to say you got your homework done. You get a D-, just so you can say you didn't fail. That's the effort we have done here in Cyprus now.
Yeah.
Imagine having to hunt for your own food, not even knowing if you're going to eat that day, relying on the fishermen to bring home the fish. Imagine having to build your own vehicle. You want to travel, you to walk, and you don't want to walk? Well, you better get to work and figure out how to build a car there, brother. You give up everything upon entrance of this promised land. And anything you need has to be built from within the promised land.
Complete ownership.
That's right. This is happening. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Unfortunately, the Dons are gone, so we don't want to cause chaos and abolish everything and have people fucking panic, so we're going to have to wait for them to come back. But at the same time, I'm not going to be able to wait forever.
Sure. I don't even know how long they're going to be gone.
That's right. I'm extending the offer to you. I know fucking Cyprus, it's got a lot of weight on our fucking shoulders.
Sure.
Clark. But, I think at one point, it's okay to say, fuck this bullshit. We're done. We tried everything that we could try. And move on.
I can see that. Like I said, for me, it's about the people. And I like the idea of complete ownership. I can't lie to you. Completely separate from all this other bullshit.
Your own nation, brother. We will not rely on Los Santos for anything. And on top of that, we got to be prepared for the obstacles, the government to come knocking in, who else to try and take us out.
Yeah, there's going to be
So
a lot
we need
of
a
that.
leader of the militia that we'll have to build. And it might have to be you, with all due respect.
How fast are we thinking of moving here?
It's a tough decision right now. I think just play it by ear. I still got to speak to the fucking north, and we gotta find a way to execute this whole thing without the Dons. With the Dons not being here from the south. So I'd rather not wait. I mean, they're gonna be gone for a fucking. I think Harry's coming back at the end of the fucking month. I don't know if I can wait that long.
End of the month?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought it was gonna be a week max.
Arush won't be back until next Thursday, and Luciano, I think, won't be back until next Saturday. Which for them, you know, we could try and wait for them. It's not as bad, but with Harry, there's no chance I'll wait for Harry.
Yeah, that's too much. Too much to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So with the people then, keep it hush hush for now. Obviously.
Yeah, keep it hush hush for now. Like I said, I gotta take care of a few things and start making some things official. And then step one will be, you know, we abolish Cypress as a whole. And be ready for some people to absolutely freak out.
Yeah. I'm already I'm not really gauging interest, just more seeing who's, as you said, proactive.
Who do you think is gonna crash out from the south and lose their fucking minds over this?
It depends on if they're invited, involved, brought in. If they're not, then Bo and Queenie would for sure crash out.
Okay.
I think that speaks more on particular people bringing them in, though, if that makes sense. Like, if they don't get brought in, I think they'd blame Luciano.
Well, most of these people would have to listen. Everyone's gonna have an opportunity to join this new civilization. They'll just have to apply for citizenship. At least most people will.
I see.
Then it's on them whether or not they make it in.
Okay.
We're not trying to just have Cypress 2 and Sandy Shores. You know what I mean?
No, I completely understand.
Now, that could very well happen if they all make it through the application process, of course. But we're not trying to force it. Let it be natural.
I like that. Gotta earn your keep.
That's right.
Provide a service.
Be useful or be exiled.
I'll look, I'm gonna be like, you know, in charge or whatnot in the south, so I'm gonna make sure everyone's doing their thing and not just sitting on the block. So
Good luck.
I
See how
appreciate
useless
that.
Sab is? He hasn't said a single word since this conversation has started. He just stood there. No mind of his own.
I'm not
Glad
trying
to
to
have you back,
That's the
Sab.
kind of people we don't want.
I'm happy
I
you're
even
back,
forgot
Sam.
it was here.
Listen, I was trying to be respectful, letting you give the spiel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to intervene too much.
Yeah, you see, and that's like a bullshit excuse. He's probably like
It's-
fucking sitting there, you know, fucking relaxing, sipping on his coffee. Glad he doesn't have to say fucking work. He's a lazy bitch.
No, did you not see how animated I was the whole entire time?
No, I didn't.
Very animated.
Yeah. Well, it's happening, Clark. And, you know, it's all good if you guys don't want to come. We want to stay in the South, but I'm extending the offer to you. And I
I
will to a
appreciate
few
that.
others. But for now, it won't be you. Then, obviously, other than the Dons in the South, I will know. So,
Yeah. I'll make sure it stays that way, unless it comes from you.
all right.
All right. You guys take care.
As
Let me know
well,
if you,
brother. Think
need
about what
any
I
help with
said.
this. I shall.
Make a decision soon.
I'll see you soon.
Make the right choice, Clark.
Okay, you make whatever choice you want. See, this is why Sab shouldn't have just
Was that a
spoken.
threat?
That
What was
sounded
that?
like a fucking thret.
I did
Just
not.
make-
I said make the
Just
right
make,
choice.
just
Why-
make
why
whatever
did you
choice
choose
you
to
want,
say
brother.
that out of
There's no
everything
right or
else?
wrong choice, brother. Ignore this fucking idiot. The fuck does that mean, make the right choice? You're threatening and forcing people to come in here? Like, what the fuck? Are you good? How's it the one
he's
thing
not-
you say is like the worst thing to say to somebody?
He didn't make the right choice.
What does that mean? There's no right or wrong choice, brother. We're not forcing motherfuckers to join us.
No, I understand that.
I don't know if you do, brother. Have you ever get tired of being a stupid person, like ever? Or do you just enjoy it?
Like I said, no, I'm not trying to be stupid.
We're not gonna walk up to people and be like, "Hey, make the right choice, motherfucker."
Oh, of course.
Like, what the fuck?
I was more just, you know, for him, he'll make the right choice. I know.
I don't understand what that means, brother. I truly don't understand what you're saying.
Like, what is better for him, right? I know he'll make the right choice.
Just stop talking. Just stop talking.